All right, ladies and gentlemen, House here.
This is KAYLA M.
My special guest for today. It's Wednesday. What's the date? The 16th of October. A lot of current events or things to get into as far as political news. A lot of, well, not a lot of trades, but some big trades went down as far as the NFL. I know KAYLA really don't if it's not about the Cowboys, she really don't give a damn. But neither here nor there. We're going to press on, okay? But one of the first things I wanted to bring up, and I wanted to get a young lady's perspective just on the political landscape of the time. One, A being how she honestly feels about Comrade Kamala and Teflon Don, okay? All right, so KAYLA, as far as Kamala Harris, when she comes to mind, when she first comes to your mind, what do you think? When's the first time you even got wind of who Kamala Harris is or what she even does? Go.
So, I feel like when I first knew about Kamala Harris, I remember, when she was running back with Joe Biden, she had lost that big L. So, now that she's trying to run for president, I just find it kind of crazy because y'all know she been hiding, and now all of a sudden she want to pop out and show her face, BAKJ. She popping out with the dreads, okay?
Okay.
But
so
okay,
before she started running this year, you really just you would have to go all the way back to, what is that? I believe that's 2019, 2020 when she had her first presidential run, and we know how that she didn't even make it to Iowa, folks. She didn't even make it to Iowa, meaning she didn't even get one primary vote before she had to drop out. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. So you're pretty much saying you really didn't know much about her.
No, I did not know nothing.
So we all know how she's she beat out Dick Cheney, folks, as the most unpopular vice president ever. And if you know about Dick Cheney, that warmonger, okay, a lot of folks say that he was actually the president and George W. was just a puppet. Okay, all right, and these are the people that's endorsing Kamala. All right, but on the flip side, so you really didn't know much about Kamala. She's really haven't been that popular. You know anything about, as far as her policies? What is the word on the street as far as what folks are saying, or even what you think?
I feel like
what
her
have you
policies, she's talking about something, no tip, no tax, or something about some taxes. I just find that whatever she talking about, it's just BS, because she just copying from Trump. Anything I feel like Trump be saying, she want to say it, try to double back, and then be like, oh, I'm gonna do that too. Come up with something new. You feel me? It's always something new you can come up with. You feel me?
And she just can't seem to do it. Whether she's copying and pasting, bless you. Whether she's copying and pasting his whole economic plan. Okay, she's been caught on that. Whether she's plagiarizing in her book, okay, she's plucking words from other folks and this, that, there, and the other. She can't seem to come up. This is why you laugh. But this is why Trump said, hey, I'm thinking about giving her a MAGA hat. Okay? Because again, everything he says, she spews. Okay? He's talking about fixing the border. She's had 4 years to do it. 4 years to do it. Has she done it? The highest immigration has been under the Biden-Harris administration. They actually gave her an opportunity. She went on The View to try to separate herself from Biden. I believe Sonny asked her, is there anything that you could think of that you would do different from Biden? Kamala, there's not anything that comes to mind. Excuse me? There was your opportunity to say, oh yes, I would have did this, that, to separate yourself from the horrible inflation, these horrible, the gas prices, the open border, She had a purple opportunity to say, you know what, I would have did this different from Joe Biden. I would have did this. It's almost like, folks, now hear me out. It's almost as if she's trying to tank her own campaign. You would swear she's like, you know what, I don't even want to be president. I'm about to try to just fake it until I make it. I'm about to try to duck and dodge these, because let's be real. It's not just the next 4 years that we would get Kamala if she wins. It would be the next 8. Okay, yeah, of course. After if she hypothetically would win this 4 years, she would run on, of course, for another 4. Okay, so she's probably thinking, I don't even want. I'm not. One thing you gotta we talk about is being self-aware. You gotta know yourself, and she's gotta know that she is well out of her league as far as trying to be. She's really out of her league as far as even being the vice president. There's a numerous other so-called black woman that wouldn't mind putting in her place instead. Okay? But that's neither here nor there. Teflon Don, or President Donald Trump, he just had the sit down with Bloomberg, the chief editor with Bloomberg, okay, to talk in economics. Kamala Harris was invited to the same forum. Guess what she did? Of course, she denied, but that's neither here nor there. Teflon Don, who's not afraid of nothing, don't like Daniel going into the lion's den, don't matter. Okay? In fact, when he comes out, he gets applauded. Okay? And literally, he mopped the floor with that news editor dude, Bloomberg dude. It was, in fact, we'll play a little bit, and then I want to hear not only what, we'll play a little bit of it, and whatchamacallit, I want to hear not only what KAYLA M has to say about Teflon Don, but we just going to hear what Trump has to say. Here we go. Check it out.
There is a thing called the Trump trade in the markets. Do you know what that is? The Trump trade is very simple. People are betting that your policies are going to drive up debt, they're going to drive up inflation, so they're going to drive up interest rates. Are the investors wrong?
Yeah, I had 4 years no inflation. I had 4 years no inflation.
But that was when you had much.
I had 4 years. It's better than that. And Biden, who has no idea where the hell he is, okay? Biden went 2 years with no inflation because he inherited from me. And then they started spending money like drunken sailors. They spent so much money. It was so ridiculous, the money they were spending. They were spending on the Green New Scam. The Green New Deal, you know, it was conceived of by AOC plus 3. She never even studied the environment in college. She went to a nice college. She came out, she just said, the Green New Scam. She just named all these things.
President Trump, the issue, the markets are looking at the fact you are making all these promises. Latest one was car loans. You're flooding the thing with giving giveaways.
But we're going to grow.
I was actually quite kind to you. I used 7 trillion. The upper estimate is 15 trillion. People like the Wall Street Journal, who's hardly a communist organization,
but you don't know.
They have criticized you on this as well. You are running up enormous debts.
What does the Wall Street Journal know? I'm meeting with them tomorrow. What does the Wall Street Journal know? They've been wrong about everything. So have you, by the way. You've been wrong about
trying to turn this. You're trying to turn this.
You've been wrong about it.
You're trying to turn.
Wait, so you see, the guy is, again, we see how the mainstream media does Trump, that they're always, they're on him. No let up. But Teflon Don, man, you're not going to stop him on what he's got to say. Okay? Right to the guy's face. You know what? Not only are they wrong, but you've been wrong. Okay?
You're trying to turn this into debate. There are business people.
But you're wrong. You've been wrong. You've been wrong all your life on this stuff. You've been wrong. Well, let me tell you about currency. You're going jumping a lot of different subjects. The reserve currency. Let's stick to reserve currency. That's where you started, right? The reserve currency is under threat. Because you have Iran, you have Russia, you have China. China's the one that you have to worry about because they want it. Yeah. They want to have the yuan be the thing of power. So here's what I'm doing. Again, I hate to go back to it. if somebody says, and I know countries want to get out because they don't respect our leadership, they look at this guy, they say, you got to be kidding, and she's worse than him. By the way, I never thought I'd say this. She is not as smart as Biden, if you can believe it. This is not what, we had 4 years of this lunacy, and we can't have it anymore. We're not going to have a country left. Okay, currency, very important.
Yes.
And if you want to go to third world status, lose your reserve currency. We have to have that. We cannot lose it. If you'll go to third world status in this country because you take a look at the way things are running. If a country tells me, sir, we like you very much, but we're going to no longer adhere to being in the reserve currency. We're not going to salute the dollar anymore. I'll say that's okay. And you're going to pay a 100% tariff on everything you sell into the United States. And we love your product. I hope you sell a lot of it into the United States, but you're going to pay 100% tariff. He will then follow it up by saying, sir, it would be an honor to stay with the reserve currency. That will be like just playing. That's not even chess, that's checkers. But you don't have listen to this, you don't have other people that can talk that way. You know, a lot of people say, we love Trump's policy, but we would like to have another messenger because we don't like him. He's a little bit crass. And then, actually, it was Lindsey Graham, I must say. He was a progressive, in all fairness. But Lindsey Graham said, but Trump's policy doesn't work without Trump. And there's a lot of truth to that. Macron was going to, nice guy, Emmanuel. He's a wise guy, but he's for France, and we're for the USA. You know this story. He was going to tax American companies doing business in France, a very substantial tax. And I told my people, I didn't even like the companies, but I'm representing American companies. So I said, call Macron and call his people and say, we're not going to stand for that. And I got Mnuchin and a lot of guys, smart guys. If I can finish, I'll go longer if you want.
No,
because you got to be able you got to be able to finish a thought because it's very important. This is big stuff we're talking about. You can't go that quickly.
You've gone from the dollar.
So let me just tell you. So I said, no, I'm just telling you basic. It's called the weave. It's all these different things happening. Yeah. So. Let me just say. So I said to Mnuchin, call him up and say, no way. He did, and he came back to see me. He said, they won't do it, sir. It's too late. I said to somebody else, you call him. Then I said, let me do it. And I called him. And I said, Emmanuel, you're taxing American companies very substantially. You're not doing it with other companies. You must think we're stupid. It's not going to happen. But Donald, I cannot do anything. It's too late. Or it was approved by a legislature. I said, that's okay. Here's the story. Every bottle of wine and champagne that you send into the United States, effective immediately, and I'm signing it as I speak, I'm charging you 100% on every bottle of wine and champagne. They like the wine and champagne, right? Every bottle of wine and champagne that comes into the United States of America has a tax on, starting on Monday morning, this was a Friday, of 100%. And that's better than you're doing, okay? And he said, no, you cannot do that. I said, I've done it. It's already signed. Monday morning goes, may I call you back? Yes, he calls me back in about 3 minutes. We have decided to remove the tax from the Congress. I did this all day long, but you think Biden does that? I don't think so.
I'm Steve Doocy. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
So that was a little clip of Trump there at the Bloomberg setting, okay, talking about tariffs, how he bring companies back here into the U.S. and about strengthening the dollar. What did you take from that? I know it was a little long and in depth, but what did you just grasp from that?
But what I took from that video was
honest opinions. I know it was a little long.
My honest opinion, he is right. Kamala, she's just not it. She's been in office with Biden, and now that they switched roles. Now that she has his role, and she's talking about, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. She can do that now because now she is the president. Y'all need to
Pretty much she is the president. You're right. Pretty much she is the president.
I'm being for real. Like, she can do everything that she's talking about, that she's telling y'all.
Right now. Been done it.
She could have been done it, baby girl. Like, she now what's the hold up?
So as far as if you had to trust somebody as far as the United States economy and moving the economy into the right direction, who would you be more prone to trust? Trump or Kamala Harris?
I feel like I would trust Trump because Trump has already been president.
Wow, right there.
And then y'all want to look at that gas, how that gas was...
It was low.
It was low.
I was looking at it.
Pretty low when he was in office. Now, since Biden and Kamala, whatever they trying to do, I don't know, baby, that gas is too high. Like,
and so I made the video the other day as far as she is the worst polling Democrat in ages as far as amongst blacks, black men and black women. See, they're giving black men a lot of grief, but that's because we're in a bigger number going over to the Republican Party. But if you were to compare Kamala's numbers as far as with black women, if you were to just compare them to Joe Biden, she's not even doing as good as Joe Biden amongst black women, let alone Hillary Clinton, and then she pales in comparison to, of course, Barack Obama. Okay, that's just among women. Okay, and then, of course, in men, the decline is even steeper. But neither here nor there. We had our special guest. We'll try to bring her on more frequently. KAYLA Moore here. Okay, but yeah, just to round it out. Okay, what was that? There was some big NFL news that took place. Okay, Davante Adams. I knew it was just a matter of time, but Davante Adams has found his way back to Aaron Rodgers. Let me know, folks. Leave a like. Definitely comment. Let me know what you think. Also, Amari Cooper has found his way to Buffalo. Okay?
Yeah. And also, y'all, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at b.kayla.b. And then the rest, like YouTube, b.kayla.b.
Okay, and then whatchamacallit? You want to give them your TikTok and all that?
My TikTok, let me go see, because I barely be on TikTok. Y'all need to follow
Facebook,
me on TikTok.
Just follow her, y'all.
No,
Do you got a YouTube too, darling?
On Facebook, y'all. I'm too young for that. I'm gonna let y'all have it on Facebook. So my TikTok is the same thing as my Instagram.
Folks,
it's b.kaa.y.l.a.b. I'm sure y'all my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram.
What I realize is the camera's like backwards or whatever, so it's gonna be in reverse. So
it is gonna be in reverse, but y'all still see my Instagram.
Oh, okay. I guess they can connect the dots.
Need my nails done.
Give me a cash app. Tell them to cash app you.
That would be lovely if y'all could cash app me. Y'all know.
What is your cash app?
I ain't gonna disclose too much information. We don't need those scammers, okay?
Oh, they can scam. Hey guys, I'm totally out of the loop, man. But see, that's why I never posted my cash app or anything like that. They're scamming now. That's another video. We'll probably do that another time. Anyway, house. Hey, once again, guys,
KAYLA.
Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. I don't care what you comment about. Correct me. Correct her.
Correct me.
Correct her. Most definitely correct her.
Correct me. I take criticism.
But she doesn't. She takes criticism, but she didn't mention how she takes it well. Just keep that in mind. Neither here nor there. No. We don't.
Hard.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
We need the other part. Okay, we don't want them to think there's any kind of gang affiliation on this.
We doing hearts.
Okay,
y'all.
it's hearts, y'all.
Love over here.
All love and peace. Okay. Lance, House, KAYLA, Moore. Okay, we're out, guys. Hey, again, don't forget to subscribe.